And we back. Now, today's video, we're going to be rebuilding the Miami Heat. Watched them play yesterday, of course, against the LA Lakers. Wade's last bout against LeBron James. A very entertaining game. And as I was watching, I was very intrigued by a lot of their players, And right now, they have been struggling at 11 and 15. So I thought I could come in. General manager Kenny Beecham can come through and try to bring this team back to another championship. Now, when I look at their roster, it's a very intriguing roster, but one thing that Pat Riley has done, or just the organization in general, over the past couple years, they've gave a lot of money to players that maybe don't deserve that money. Hassan Whiteside, 25 mil. Right now, he's injured or whatever, but even then, it's like, 25 mil for Hassan Whiteside for a player that's not, I wouldn't say he's an all-star. Like, that's just not what he is. So, 25 million for a guy like that is real. Well, not very good. And then he has a player option, so we're going to have to trade him this season. Goran Dragic is very decent, one-time All-Star, $19 million next year. If it's a player option, he'll probably take that. He's somewhat safe right now, but at 32 years old, I'm guessing that his overall is going to drop next year, so maybe we trade him during the offseason. Then we got Josh Richardson, who I think is safe. He's on one of the best contracts in the league, and he's he's 25 years old, but it seems like he's a lot younger, and I think he's still going to get better. Dwayne Wade obviously is safe because this is last year here, and we wanted him to finish out as a Miami Heat player. Bam Adebayo, safe. I think he is the center of the future of this team. James Johnson, not safe. $15 million a year for him. And then he's got a player option as well. Yo, that was just throwing money. Even though he did revive his career here, like that is a lot of money for a player like James Johnson. And this year, wow, he just has not been good. Kelly Olynyk, a little overpaid, but I like Kelly Olynyk enough that maybe he'll stay. But again, not completely safe. Rodney McGrew is fine, especially at that cap hold. I'll probably keep him in free agency. Justice Winslow is somebody I want to keep. He also got paid this offseason, but $13 million for him, not too bad, especially at 22 years old. I'm going to send him to camps. I'm going to have him mentored by some of the other guys. I want Justice Winslow to be a very key part of this team that we are rebuilding. I like the way he's playing. Wayne Ellington probably going to leave. Dion Waiters has to get the heck off this team. Same thing with Tyler Johnson. They just gave a lot of money to a lot of different people. Udon, I want to keep him as a Miami Heat player, but if somehow or for some reason I have to trade him, I'll trade him. I'm sorry, Heat Nation. Okay. So I used to hate the Miami Heat, if we being real with each other. I used to hate the Miami Heat. When they had their big three, obviously, as a Bulls fan, they used to destroy us every time we played in the postseason. In the regular season, we used to, get down with them. We used to actually be competitive with them. But then you get to the postseason, and they would just run straight through us. So when LeBron left, I started to like the team a lot more, obviously, because they weren't bulldozing over my Bulls. So my goal with Hassan Whiteside, it seems like he doesn't have crazy trade value, right? I may send him to LA. I just want to get expiring contracts for him. That's literally what I want to do. Just expiring contracts. I want to take this year as a year back, tank as they say, and get a good draft pick for next year. Clint Capella is really solid, but they want Wade. Wade is safe. Wade is basically safe. So I may trade him to LA. Give him LeBron James to be his teammate, yo. Expiring contract, of course, in KCP. Because I want to sign a big name free agent. Here's the goal. Sign a free agent, draft well, and next year we're back in the playoffs. That is the goal. KCP last year of his deal. Michael Beasley was only signed for 1 year. Boom, Hassan Whiteside is in LA. I don't know if I mentioned this, but this is not going to be a hyper-realistic rebuild. Obviously, the Lakers would not trade for Hassan Whiteside because they want to keep their money open for this offseason. But again, not a hyper-realistic rebuild. Dion Waiters is next. They gave him all his money, and I think he hasn't really played much because of injury. A first-round pick wouldn't be too bad, but I wanted to get off money completely, and Iggy's making $17 million next year, so I'm not going to do that deal. Davis Bertans, nah. The deal we're going to land on is picking up Dwayne Dedmon and just basically be the replacement for Hassan Whiteside. 1 year deal. He'll just come in and just be a filler. But I'm going to still start Bam Adebayo, but we're going to have Dwayne Dedmon as a backup center, and I'll probably make Kelly Olynyk a power forward. And who's the last guy I said I needed to trade? Oh, Tyler Johnson. Wow. I was so surprised when they matched his contract. The Brooklyn Nets threw him this crazy deal, and they were like, you know what? We're going to keep Tyler Johnson. And hasn't really worked out very well. So I would like to get more expiring contracts. And yeah, we're going to do that deal. Derrick Jones Jr., I'm sorry. You got to be part of that deal. All right, so here's how things are going to be looking for the rest of the season. Why is Dwayne Wade's face halfway off the screen? I really don't know. It's going to be Goran Dragic. I still do want to start Wayne Ellington. Wade will still get his minutes, obviously, but I like the way he's been off the bench. Josh Richardson, of course. James Johnson. I honestly may start Justice Winslow there to give him some more rep. Because Justice Winslow's such a weird player because he can play small forward, power forward, but he also can play point guard. So he's such a weird player. So I'll have him start at the 4. I don't know if this team is good enough to miss the playoff or bad enough to miss the playoffs. We'll see. But again, my goal is to miss. I want to send these players to mentor. So like I want Bam Adebayo to be mentored by one of the other big men. I rim protector and pick a roller for Bam Adebayo. I don't need him pick and popping. Boom. And then we're gonna have, who else is my young players? I like Josh Richardson being mentored by Dwayne Wade. Clutch performer, championship DNA, and difficult shots. I like it. But then also Justice Winslow. This is gonna seem weird. I'm gonna have him mentored by Goran Dragic. I'm gonna give him relentless finisher. I think his mid-range shot is pretty decent. And then one-man fast break. Those are what I want him to get. He still cannot shoot the 3 ball, but his mid-range. Oh, no, it's the exact opposite. He can't hit the mid-range, but his 3-point ball is decent. So, actually, let's go back. Let's go back to him. There's no reason for him to work on mid-range dead-eye if he can't make a 3-point or a mid-range shot. So, catch and shoot, I guess. Relentless finisher, catch and shoot, and then one-man fast break. Boom. All right, so I'm going to simulate the rest of the season. We'll see how it goes. Maybe we make the playoffs, maybe we don't. But I hope we don't because I did load in this draft class where we got all the guys that are coming in 2019. So I want to get one of these young guys to be the future of our squad. But I'll be right back. Giannis won MVP. Well, y'all see the awards, man. I ain't got to say it. All right, so we finished 26-56. So we sucked, which is a good thing. Again, that was my plan. I really wanted to go out there and tank and try to get the highest draft pick possible. We finished with the second to worst record in the Eastern Conference. My God, the Phoenix team struggled. Let's hope we get the number 1 pick. Let's hope we get the number 1 pick. Oh, yeah, they do have Tyler Johnson now. Let's see who wins the championship. My guess is, OKC ended up being the number 1 seed. They had the number 1 seed in real life right now, but they kept it up. They kept it up, so shout out to them. I'm guessing it's going to be the same matchups, though. It's usually the same matchups. LeBron go against Golden State in the first round, and Golden State wins in 7. Ouch, LeBron. Now, you were this close. You was this close to knocking them off in the first round, but now they about to run through things. Oh, maybe not. There we go. The Pels make it to the Western Conference Finals. Shout out to AD and Drew. But they get swept, it look like? Yep, they get swept. And then it's the same matchup every single time. And the Warriors look like they're going to sweep. Wow. Warriors are tough. Let's hope that they don't re-sign all their players. All right. Player retirement. Udon. No Wade. No Wade. We're going to act like Wade did retire, all right? I'm not throwing Wade no money. Somebody else can have him. I gave him this last year. Somebody else can have him. What number pick we have? The number 5 we dropped. I think we were projected to go 3, and we got 5. So that sucks. That sucks. But we're going to act like Dwayne Wade is no longer in the league. Unless is he in the contract still? No, he's not in the contract still. I mean, if he wants like a minimum, but he's an 80 overall, somebody's going to pay Dwayne Wade at 37. And I don't want it to be me. You know, he just had the best year. I mean, best year in recent years. Because, I mean, that year in Cleveland, that year in Miami was a struggle last year. But this year he came back. All right, back to the rebuild, though. Let's go to the draft. With the 5th pick, we still should be able to get somebody decent. Do we want to try to trade up? What does the mock draft say? Honestly, I want Zion. Him and Bam Adebayo. Come on, man. As a 4 and a 5, I like it. But he's projected to go 2. And I got the 5th pick. They saying Bo. We don't want Bo. So can we somehow trade up? James Johnson and my 5th overall pick. Is that enough for us to get traded up? The Knicks had the 2nd pick. All right, let's try to find the Knicks. Some tells me they're not going to be willing to make this deal, but I'm still going to try it. 5th overall pick. No. Okay, we'll give you some seconds. We don't have many of them. Boom. Okay, so we moved up. Now we just have to pray. Yes. We just have to pray that Michael Jordan didn't like Zion and he went with RJ Barrett. So Zion Williamson will be a part of the Miami Heat. It's a done deal, boys. It is a done deal. Even though there's 3 players with a higher overall than him, I'm still going to go with Zion because I think he is the real deal. Him and Bam? Come on, what? Slam Brothers? Can it be Slam Brothers? Zion and Bam? So there we go. And then the Knicks took Romeo Langford. All right. we got our guy. We got the guy we wanted, and that's all I really care about. So now free agency is about to be interesting. I knew Goran Dragic was going to accept his money. KD, Kyrie, Jimmy, everybody declined. Hassan Whiteside even declined. Wow, that's surprising because 27 million is a lot of money for Hassan Whiteside's play type. Marc Gasol took his money. Julius Randle did not take that 9 million. So I don't know how much money we have. Ronnie Magruder, you can stay. I don't know how much money we have, but I'm guessing it should be enough to offer some max contracts. Perfect. So now I really got to decide who I want. Klay Thompson is always a safe bet because he has no offers. And he would literally walk in and be our starting shooting guard. I like that. So maybe it's him. But I'm gonna take some time to figure out which max players I want to throw money to. So we're in the next season. And I think I got to trade Goran Dragic, man. His overall did drop a little bit. And I also signed Spencer Dinwiddie in free agency. So he can be our new starting point guard. I want to get somebody in like I kind of like this deal. Derrick Rose, maybe. But they also want Wesley Matthews, who we signed, so I don't like that. I got to find the right deal for Goran Dragic right now. I think this could be a season where we can be competitive. So I got to make sure that when we do make this deal, it's got to be the right one for the squad. I'm going to trade him for Julius Randle. We're throwing in a first-round pick. Our first round pick is worth a lot because it says our team intel, it says that we're rebuilding. We're obviously not. We're trying to compete. So Julius Randle, welcome to the squad, baby. He won't be starting. He'll be our sixth man because I still want Zion starting. I like it. Now we're going to trade Kelly Olynyk because he doesn't really fit. Unless we're going to make Kelly Olynyk back to a center, actually. We'll keep Kelly and just go make him back to a center. I like our roster, though, man. I like our roster a lot. I think this could be a year where we can compete. Maybe not win a championship this year, but I think it's close. It's definitely close. Lastly, we got to change this from rebuilding to contending. Let the world know. Let the world know that we out here. All right, so let's get to simulating. We're just going to go to the end of the season. I don't care about All-Star break or nothing like that. James Harden won MVP. Our rookie, Zion Williamson, wins Rookie of the Year. He averaged 19 and 8 and close to a little over 4 assists, close to 2 blocks. The boy was a monster. He ain't shoot the ball well, but that's not what Zion do anyway. You know, we're going to help him develop a three-point shot here in Miami because everybody knows once you're part of the Miami Heat, your career takes off. That's just a fact. All right. D'Angelo Russell, 6th man of the year. I don't know who they have him come off the bench because we took Spencer Dinwiddie away from them. So I don't know who they signed, but D'Angelo Russell is coming off the bench. Defense player of the year went to Kawhi. Most improved went to JT. And then coach of the year went to Mike D'Antoni. We finished with the record of 57-25, which is good enough for what seed? That is good enough for the 1 seed. And close to the best record in the entire NBA. We very rarely lost at home. Very rarely lost at home. And a lot of that is counted to, I'm guessing, Klay Thompson. I haven't looked at stats myself. Klay Thompson only averaged 20. So he only averaged 20, but we had people like Zion also averaging 19. Julius Randle off the bench averaged 15 and almost 10. I don't know how he didn't win 6th man of the year. But we have a lot of players that contribute, and so I'll take that. Josh Richardson only averaging 11 or 12. A little bit disappointing, but he shot the ball solidly, so I can't be too mad about it. Let's get into this playoffs. First round, Milwaukee Bucks. That is a tough first round schedule, but let's see what we can do. They don't have Malcolm Brogdon anymore. And honestly, I don't think they have Chris Middleton either. So maybe this team, they got Wade. Oh my God, Wade. What's up, brother? So yeah, they actually don't have even Brook Lopez anymore, right? No Brook Lopez. Let's think about this. No Brook Lopez. No Chris Middleton. Malcolm Brogdon is still there. But they also don't have Eric Bledsoe. So they're missing 3 of their starters from last year. So that's why they're the 8th seed. They got significantly worse. But they took 2 games from us. Come on. Come on. Don't do this. Don't do this. We are not about to be one of those 1 seeds that get eliminated in the first round. We are not going to be one of those 1 seeds that get eliminated in the first round. Okay, there's game 6. Okay, there's game 6, game 7. Here we come. I swear we are not. We're not going to look back on this season and say it was blown. Okay, we win. We win. Shout out to Giannis and company, though. They get... Oh, my God. Bam went for 40? That's definitely a career high. There's no way he's ever got close to 40. His career high before this was 22. And he came in and dropped 40. Bam! God, that's crazy. We don't score the ball very often, huh? Let's take a look at how we scored throughout the season. I'm sorry. I'm very curious because our stats don't say that we be balling. Points per game, we are 9th. but we have the number 2 defense as far as giving up points. So that's where we hang our hats. We play good defense. Yeah, we don't score the ball too often. All right. Now we're going against Philly, another tough opponent. They got Kevin Durant, I'm pretty sure. Kevin Durant, Ben Simmons, Joel, and Markel. And 2K Markel is always pretty good. And then they still have JJ. They got Trevor Ariza. They got a brick. They got a squad. Let's see how we fare against them. We're up 2-0, but we were up 2-0 against the Bucks last round. And here we go again. Here we go again, guys. There we go. 3-2. There we go. Eastern Conference Finals. Could this be a year we win? Like, our team is not perfect. Oh, my God. Okay, up 2-0. 3-0. Who would have guessed that we would sweep the Boston Celtics? The Boston Celtics are still the Boston Celtics, right? Yeah. And we just swept them. They even got Quentin Grimes from, I forget where he's from Kansas, right? Finals. Miami Heat back. And we're going against the Rockets. That's an interesting matchup there. Interesting matchup. Come on, Clay. Clay has not been our most valuable player so far, right? In the playoff run. Let's see. In the playoff run, has it been Clay? Yeah, I guess it has. I guess it has been Clay. There's no way we're going to win a championship year 2, right? There it is. There's the loss. There it is. It was too good to be. Oh, I think it's too good to be true, but it's possible. It's possible. Boom. You make a couple trades. You draft Zion. You sign Klay Thompson, and you win a championship. This roster, Julius Randle. Wow. Julius Randle's overall went up a lot this season. Right? When we traded for him, wasn't he? He was like an 82, right? 84 maybe. In the playoffs, he just hooped. 20 points per game, 10 rebounds per game. I like the squad we built, y'all. I'm thinking about going just one more year just for the repeat, all right? Heat our world champions too soon to start talking about repeat? No. Dynasty in the making. I like that hashtag. We're going to keep it going. I'm going to keep it going because I like the team we built. And honestly, I think we're like usually when I do these rebuilds, right? Dwayne Wade finally retires. Usually when I do these rebuilds, we trade all of our first round picks to get all the great players, right? This time we did this pretty simply. You know, we did this pretty simply. We signed Klay Thompson, which was a great signing. We draft Zion. Bam became our starter. And and we have the number 1 pick. Am I a wizard or what? We have 1 second. How do we get this pick? So here's how we got that first overall pick. When we traded Goran Dragic, if y'all remember, we did a pick swap. They ended up being the worst team in the league, and we ended up being the best. So we got their pick. Wow. And I gotta find a draft class, a 2020 draft class. All right, so I found one. People are saying that this one is credible. I don't know. I haven't used it before, so we'll see. I don't know any of these names. I know Cole Anthony, actually. I know the name Cole Anthony, and they say he's an 80 overall. That's not too bad. We have the first overall pick, so we get to do what we want. Our starting point guard right now is Spencer Dinwiddie, and he had a decent season, but I mean, he ain't the point guard of the future, so maybe we draft Cole Anthony with this first overall pick. I think that's probably what we're going to do. We're going to draft Cole Anthony, have him come off our bench for his first year of his career. And I just can't believe that we just won the championship and turned into the first overall pick as well. So Cole Anthony's projected to go number 2. They said that this guy, Killian Haynes, who I don't know. Again, I don't watch much college ball, but he's from France anyway, so I wouldn't have known him. I'm going to go with Cole Anthony, the first overall pick. All right. And we're going to end the draft because we got no other picks. So there's our point guard of the future. So think about, we just won a championship and we still have a crazy good young core. We have Justice Winslow's only 24, Zion Williamson 21, and then now Cole Anthony at 20. It's like, come on, man. Come on, man. You can't say GM Kenny ain't the man's. So free agency comes around. I don't think I'm going to do anything spectacular because we just won a championship. There's no reason to switch things up. And we don't have money for that anyway, but we don't have any free agents? Weird. Any valuable free agents. So I don't think we're gonna do anything. We're just gonna fill the roster with people, but our rotation is set, you know? All right, let's get to player progression. We'll see how good Zion got after his rookie season. I mean, the guy was hooping and he already had good potential. Klay Thompson gets better. Bam Adebayo is now an 86 overall. Julius Randle went down a little bit. He was an 87 at the end of the playoffs, so that's not too bad. 85 overall for now Zion. Josh Richardson even gets better. Justice Winslow still getting better. And then we filled the roster with Gerald Green, Dwight Powell, and that's it. All right, let's just see how the season goes. I'm going to go to camp. I like Cole Anthony, man. I like Cole Anthony. I think I'm going to send Zion to shooting camp because, I mean, it would help to have a jump shot, even though it didn't hurt him too bad that he didn't have one. Honestly, this has been one of my favorite rebuilds. I think the team we put together is just nice. It's not super overpowered. And then again, we got the future and the present at the same time. So let me go to perimeter shooting. Zion, 3-point shot goes up to a 76. That guy is beefy. All right, let's get to some games, though. I'm basically just going to go to the end of the season. Fill the roster with who you want. James Harden wins another MVP. He averaged 33 and 8 this season. That's crazy. Cole Anthony wins Rookie of the Year. 2 years in a row, we get the Rookie of the Year. He averaged 13 and 7. Pretty good for a rookie point guard. Julius Randle wins Sixth Man of the Year. Anthony Davis, Defensive Player of the Year in Memphis. That's an interesting location, Anthony. First of all, I'm even surprised that Anthony Davis didn't resign. Usually, Anthony Davis just completely resigns with the Pelicans. So it's cool to see him in a different jersey. Nazir Little wins Most Improved. Eric Spoelstra wins Coach of the Year. So we win 3 out of the possible, 6-7 awards. So shout out to our guys for that. We finished with a slightly better record than last year, which is a good thing. Number 1 seed again. Let's take a look at our stats. I'm guessing it's been Klay Thompson averaging... Oh, he wasn't even the highest scorer anymore. Zion, year number 2, averaging 20 and 9 and 2.5 blocks. How'd he shoot from 3? 33%. He wasn't shooting them often, but 33%, that's better than last year. Klay Thompson, of course, doing his thing. Julius Randle, you saw win. Why did I think this was Carmelo Anthony for a second? Why did I think this is Cole Anthony? I was like, why is Carmelo on my roster? All right, Bam Adebayo, still doing Bam's type stuff. It got to the point now where Josh Richardson is kind of just a role player, which is fine. Same thing with Justice Winslow. I'm fine with them averaging 10 and 11, especially if we win it. First game against KD. This team is too good. Look at their top 3. And then they have Lou Will down here too. They are too good to just be the 8th seed. I don't know what's going on there, but they are too good to be just the 8th seed. But, you know, this Miami Heat team is different than the last team. In the better way, though. In the better way. I know we did win a championship last year, but y'all know why we went to Game 7 in the first round last year? Nah, we're not doing those Game 7s. The Bulls? Are the Bulls? The Bulls made the playoffs, which is interesting. They got Derrick Rose back. Hassan Whiteside. I forget what this guy... Nazaron Reed. That's a new name to me. Their team is... They got Sabonis and Lowry. And Sabonis played more minutes than Lowry. Hello, 2K. What are you doing? They're both pretty good, but, like... This team's actually really solid. That Bulls team is really solid. Yeah, whoa. Who rebuilt this team? Yo, this is like another rebuilded challenge video. Zach LaVine's a 90. Hassan is decent. Wendell is older. Like, I like their roster. They just got eliminated in the first round to the team that we're going to sweep. Please. I mean, I guess we don't have to sweep them, but if we do, we do. All right. Next, Atlanta Hawks. All the teams that are trash right now, better. Trae Young. Oh, they really didn't do anything. They have Bobo. Tyler Hero. Never heard that name before. Out of Kentucky. New name to me. They got a two-way player, Zach Lofton, who's 28, but an 80 overall. Kevin Huerter's good. Omari Spell. So they haven't really done much. They just let their young guys develop. And since they really don't have a star, oh, see, I was about to start talking trash. I was going to start talking trash like we're just going to sweep them. But okay. Whoa! Come on now. Atlanta's not good enough. Yo, Luka is in the finals. What? This my league has went Did he get traded? No, they signed him. The Suns didn't like him? What are the Suns doing? What? They let DeAndre Ayton walk in free agency when you had all of his rights. Jimmy Butler is in Dallas. Luka is in Dallas. Dennis Smith Jr. is good. And Al Horford, this team is kind of a whip. They got Jonte Porter, Taj Gibson. The Antetokounmpo brother, this team is a whip. Honestly, if there's any team that'll beat us, it's probably this team. But let's see how it goes. Game 1, we win. Oh, we blew him out. Cole Anthony, 30 and 10. I like it. Game 2, oh, never mind. I just gassed him up. For them to get swept in the finals. Zion Williamson averages 22 and 10 and 4.5 in the finals, and we sweep the Dallas Mavericks. A rematch from 10 years ago, basically. At least it's 2021 in this game. Thank you so much for watching. A repeat for the Miami Heat. I would go 3P, but this video is already long enough. I like what we did. We could 3P, but I think y'all know that we got it like that, all right? Thank y'all so much. It's been Kenny. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave it a like. Let me know in the comment section below that you got to this point in the video by just commenting Slam Bros. And that's going to be Bam and Zion, Slam Bros, all right? Thank y'all. Peace.